So I just recorded this, but somehow managed to forget one of the most important points of what I was talking about. So we're going to try it one more time and see if we can fit it all into one video, because your girl does not know how to edit, but we'll get there one day. Okay. My 9 p.m. dog walks, potty breaks, are proving to be incredibly fruitful times for my brain to digest information in it and just ponder things that have been coming up through the day. So tonight, on our pee break, I was pondering vulnerability. Everybody struggles to be vulnerable. I don't think I know a single person that has a problem with that. Even the most outgoing people are usually defense mechanism, still struggling with vulnerability. And so I was thinking about it. And I was thinking about it in terms of, of course, we struggle to be vulnerable in the evolutionary perspective. If our ideas did not go with the tribe, there was a fear that we would get rejected. And if you were rejected in that time, then, you're dead. You have to have the community to stay alive. So evolutionarily, of course, vulnerability is a bit of a problem. Then there is the blood lineage and past life perspective, which, believe what you want, it's part of my beliefs that, those things get passed down from us. So, of course, we have had ancestors that have been persecuted for their thoughts and their actions and practicing their craft. So, of course, in our blood, vulnerability is a little scary. And then on top of that, our past lives, it's unfathomable how many past lives we probably had where we were persecuted for what we said, what we choose to say, the truth that we spoke, and practicing our craft, So, of course, past lives, us, is scared to be vulnerable. And then on top of that, in the age of AI, where we don't even own the content that we produce, of course there's why am I going to be vulnerable when my ideas and my voice, ultimately, if I share it, belongs to someone else? All of that put together into one pie, our problems with vulnerability are not abnormal. They actually logically make a lot of sense. And at the same time, vulnerability is the only prescription that's going to fix it. I love the way the universe works. So in the shamanic perspective, they talk a lot about when you heal 7 generations forward and you heal 7 generations back. Time is not linear, So to me, logically, that makes sense. But also, the other truth is that your present moment shifts your future, undebatable. It also shifts your past. Debatable for some people, but fact for me. I have a friend that has been doing a lot of work around her relationship with her mother, and who's passed. And she recently told me in this past year of doing work, very recently, she started to realize that it was shifting her memories from her childhood and her memories with her mother, which for me, one, is just like utterly fascinating. And then the other side of it is it's like incredibly beautiful. That's all the proof that I need, that being vulnerable now not only shifts the future, but it also shifts the past. It shifts the past versions of me, the past lives that I've had, where vulnerability was an issue. It can heal the past versions of me just as much as it can aid the future versions of me that may still struggle with it, The only way to work through issues of vulnerability is just to practice it. So, there is a beauty in time not being linear, because it means that no matter what we do, we'll figure it out, as long as we just keep going, as long as we keep trying, as long as we keep practicing. So, I'll take that gamble. If being vulnerable now means that it'll shift all the other versions of me that have struggled with it, and I can be an example to those past and future versions of me, I'll take that gamble. Just some thoughts.